Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Joining me on a Monday morning, on Monday the 10th of August. Fresh hair wash, I'm just feeding Oscar and we are 2 days away from flying to the UK. Feeling okay. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I think that's still because there's quite a lot left to do. Like I've still got 10 billion washing cycles to put on, things to sterilize. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on that I feel like it's all just going to be like one big mad rush, like just before we fly. Oscar's been a bit hit and miss the past few nights as well, so I haven't really been sleeping too well. So I'm hoping that it's either going to really change and he's going to do a 360 when he's on the flight, or if it doesn't change, I can just be prepared for the worst and then we'll just deal with it when we're on the plane. But I'm going to take you along today and show you the main items I'm going to be taking in the suitcase, a couple of changes in my hand luggage, and yeah, just a nice day in their life vlog, style prep with me. Also, this is my natural hair, so do you like it? It's better than it being in a slick back bun, which it usually is, because half the time I can't even be bothered. But I am going to try to make an effort on the flight, I think. If I look better, I feel like I may feel better. And that's the logic that we're going with. Before I start, actually, I got my nails done. So I went for French tips because who doesn't like French tips? So yeah, I got that done from a place around near where we live. And I also got my eyebrows done, so Jess has some framing to her face now, so that's good. First thing I want to show you is the new carrier that I bought. And it's from Kmart. And we're going to be taking this one instead of the one that I showed you in the previous video, because it has a really cool like little seat here. If I just show you, and this bit is actually like detachable, so I can actually take that off and he can just kind of sit on there if need be. So that's what we're going to be taking. So it's got like a little filled polystyrene thing in here, so it keeps this base really hard here, so they're not going to like slop down or anything whilst they're sat on you. And I also think it'll be super comfortable when we're walking through the airport and stuff, because I've got a feeling that the stroller that we've got won't actually fit in the overhead. Which brings me on to my next purchase. Obviously I told you last time the stroller that I bought, which is the 4Baby stroller. So just in case it needs to go in the hold, I bought a stroller bag just to protect it, because I don't want any parts of it going missing when I get it back at baggage claim. It's quite a big bag. It's almost too big, but that's the only one that they had. So I got this from Baby Bunting, and it's got two little straps here as well, so it's quite easy if I need to carry it around. So that's kind of like I might not need it, but I think I will really need it. I think they're going to make me check that. Pramming. The next thing I want to show you is what I've done with the hand luggage. So I have packed to the brim Oscar's nappy bag, which is well under 5k. So it's basically got everything in here that I talked about in the previous video. So for the purpose of going through security, I know that sometimes they like to check the formula, or they like to test it. We have packed both of his pre-measured formula in his nappy bag. So I've already measured out this formula dispenser here. So that's literally gone right at the top of my bag. And the same with the 4 canister dispenser as well. The reason I packed it at the top is just because it's easy to get out. With his toiletries, I've just shoved it all in here. So this actually got my stuff in it as well, because when I go through security, I don't want to have to take two things out of two lots of bags. Although I know they're going to make me take my laptop out of my bag and all that kind of stuff, but it just makes it easier with all the liquids being in one bag. So in there I've packed all his medication, all of his all of my hand cream, any bits that I think I might want to use just to freshen up myself whilst I'm on the plane, and some sachets of some electrolytes that I've been taking, because when you're breastfeeding you get very thirsty, and I feel like water doesn't really cut it on its own. I feel like I need a bit of flavour, and also they've got everything in there that I need just to feel like I've got a bit more energy. I've also pre-packed these nappy bags here. So these are size 4 nappies now, because you're a big boy. I've got 4 of them in Oscar's bag, and then I've got the remaining 6 in my bag, and I'll talk you through that shortly. So to save space, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie on his muslins and his blanket to the straps of this bag, and essentially it's because it doesn't fit in the bag, but also I feel like it will just make life so much easier when I'm on the plane, because I can just tuck it into the little I can tuck it into the little pocket. What's it called? The bit where they put all the emergency health and safety cards. So I'll probably just tuck in a load of crap in that bag. So the fact that it's there just makes it so much easier for me to take. I've also packed a spare change of clothes for me in his nappy bag as well. I've put that right at the bottom, followed by all of his outfits, followed by nappies, toiletries, formula, and then I'll put his bottles in my bag. I use the term my bag very loosely because it's not my bag, it's an emergency of everything that is in that bag, which I will probably need further down the line of flight. The only bit that's actually mine is the front bit. And for anyone wondering, this bag is from Lux Baby. We got it from the baby fair in Auckland. It's been my pride and joy ever since we bought it. This little front pocket here, I'm going to put all the travel docs in there. There's also space for some bottles, and as you can see, Oscar has a surplus of nappies, outfits, toys. Nappies, outfits and toys, that's what's going in there. And a spare pack of wipes in there. There's also a little zipper here for me to put my electronics in, so I'm going to shove my laptop in there because it will fit. Other things that are going in here are headphones, phone charger, 2 more bottles. Oh yeah, final thing I am not leaving without is a pen. Because when we return back to New Zealand, I'm going to put this in my hand luggage, they always ask you to fill those forms out and they never give you a pen. Or they're always like, oh, sorry, gave that pen to someone else. Anyway, packing a pen because I don't want to be that person without a pen when I'm trying to fill out that, what is it? The biosecurity form that you have to fill out every time you enter New Zealand. Potentially, I might take a water bottle with me. Can I ask Emirates cabin crew to fill my bottle up with water on the flight? Or do they just give you those like tiny little water bottles? We'll see. Right, travel docs. So, I have a little pack here, which I've always used for travelling. It's a travel document holder by Katie Loxton. I actually got it as a gift. I've basically got like a section here for passports. Sorry, that's for documents. And then there's a section here for your passport as well. And it just slides in. So mine and Oscar's passports are going to go in here. I'm going to take his birth certificate with me. I was going to take a scanned version, but I just don't have time to scan it, and I also don't have the scanner. So I'm getting our travel insurance documents printed off. I'm also getting, because Oscar needs a visa to enter the Oscar needs a visa to enter the UK. Also getting that printed off, and that's going to slide in there. Although they did say on the email that you don't need to print it, and they just show us that his passport, and it should all be fine. A copy of my resident visa. Little story about that. I had a bit of a panic at the weekend because I changed my name. What was it? I say I changed my name. I changed my last name, and I got my passport in my new last name, but my visa is in my old last name. I've basically had to apply to immigration to change the passport number associated with the visa that I have currently, so that when I enter New Zealand, they'll be like, oh, okay, that passport matches this visa. Welcome back to New Zealand. Right, I really don't think you need to see everything that I'm packing because TMI. One item that I do want to show you is this temperature egg. And if you guys know anything about this, it just basically tells you the temperature of the room. So this has been super helpful both when we lived in Auckland and when we lived in Christchurch to figure out what the temperature was in the room, whether it was safe or not for Aussie to fall asleep in that. Anyway, I'm taking this to the UK with me because it's like 30 degrees or something daft, and I'm going to take it because I want to know what temperature is, and also if it is too hot, I know what to dress him in. A lot of Aussie's toiletries that he uses here, like all of his bath stuff and that, it's in huge tubs, so it's in huge bottles. So I went to Kmart and I bought these little silicone squeezy bottles. There's a spray bottle here, there's another one here, tiny little one here as well. So all I've done is basically just pre-poured. So like that is, I think that's his Aveeno. He's got some, it's like baby micellar water, I think. It's the Mustela face spray, I think. Sudocreme, because we honestly don't use a lot of Sudocreme. Like, he's usually alright in that department. His body wash, which is basically a cream, but we use it as a cleanser. Well, we're told by our GP to use it as a cleanser as well, because he has a little bit of eczema. And he has this ointment for his, he's still got a bit of cradle cap and it went a bit nasty a couple of weeks ago, so I just put a little bit in there. So that's what's going in there. Also, if his teeth come in, I already have, because we are going home for like a month or 5 weeks. I've got his toothbrush and toothpaste ready. I'll also be taking the Tommy Tippy microwavable sterilised bottles in the suitcase. I showed them on my previous video, but again, a couple things have changed because I'm going to be taking our Philips Avant bottles with me in the hand luggage, just because he's been feeding really well off them, and yeah, it's just quick for me to sterilise in our steam steriliser. I'll also be packing my toiletries in a separate bag for the suitcase. So I've just got one of these really big wash bags. So shampoo, conditioner, moisturiser, skincare, it's all going in here. I'm going to take this tripod as well, so hopefully I can use that when I land back in the UK. Just show you the manic that is packing though. So that bag is going to go on my back. That is Oscar's nappy bag. That one I'm just going to carry. Potentially I might take that blue bag just to wrap it around my waist, and potentially I might put all like my money, my phone, travel docs in there. And this is the only suitcase we're taking back with us. So when we get back, I'll obviously accumulate a lot of stuff that you know, Mum wants to give me, or if I buy stuff for Ozzy whilst I'm back there, then I'll probably just buy a new suitcase for the 10 kg limit for Ozzy. I got a box of Huggies there. Huggies. I might try and stuff some nappies in the suitcase as well, because you never know. All right, and I think that is pretty much everything that I've covered. I might try to vlog the day of travel. Watch this space. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. What are you doing? Yeah. He's still swimming. He's still swimming.